Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Fred VanVleet, a first-time All-Star in 2021, said of his journey, quote, "It's like a movie storyline, just scratching and clawing, all the work and the sacrifices. I'm always going to have this great perspective that allows me to navigate differently and helps me succeed." Brian?
Allie, his toughness and IQ, a big factor for them. Thanks for that. And if your team is starting out slower than anticipated, how do you prevent frustration from setting in, Grant?
That's a tough one. I mean, the trick is to try to stay even-keeled. It's such a long season. You're going to have highs and lows. Just treat this like any other low point at any other time of the year. It should pass.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Caleb Martin out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. And for Toronto, Trent Jr. and Anunoby out on the wings. Then there's Scotty Barnes. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Lowry finds Butler. Here's Adebayo. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
Now here's VanVleet. Barnes, it's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
For 3, Lowry on target from range.
And throughout his career, Lowry's been a threat from that area.
VanVleet outside. 4-3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
The shot by Butler, no good.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Really heads up there. The play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Puts it up from 12. Offensive rebound. Heat. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Now here's Butler. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well. Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. Now here's Barnes. To the inside. Outside Anunoby. 3 on the clock. And Barnes with a basket. The assist from Anunoby. Barnes has got 5. And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
And here are the Raptors now, following the bucket by the Heat.
2 minutes left in
Trent outside. There's the triple. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Lowry outside. And Adebayo slams it in.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. It's going to be Barnes shooting.
Defensive foul.
Put on Martin. And a moment now. now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs. Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Bam grabs the board, and then Bam knows what to do.
Van Vliet left side. 14 feet away. That one goes. Count it. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the game.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
Well, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Pass to Vincent. For three, Robinson. He can't get it to go, so the Raptors will take it the other way. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat, came out with a victory.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one, and that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
And the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The offensive rebound. Here's Butler. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contribution.
And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this.
It's time for your Northside Crew. Come on, everyone.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Lowry and Strus are the guards. The duo inside, Butler and Adebayo. And it's Robinson in at the small forward. Now here's Porter. 5 on the clock. Over Adebayo. Porter gets the bucket.
Otto Porter Jr. has had some of his production drop in the past couple seasons, but still relied upon as a guy who can stretch out the defense where he can knock down some threes. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. He's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
The Heat making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And the Raptors, another three. So what do you think Otto Porter Jr. has to do to regain that old form, Brent?
Well, I think last year he was in a great position with the Warriors in the role that he played. So leaning more into that, just being a guy available on the perimeter to knock down open shots and take as many as he can at that point.
Strus with the bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Here's Porter, following the bucket by the Heat. Buries it down low. Porter's got his second bucket.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Raptors making a change here. Chua's checked in. Outside Butler. Here's Lowry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Lowry's got 5 now.
Smart play by Jimmy. Butler spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Here's Lowry. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. Trent finds Porter. Back to Trent. On the wing, Porter. Back to Trent. Pass to Barnes. Fires in the triple. And now it's an 11-point Raptor lead.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And they recover it. That won't go for Lowry. Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And the basket by Trent.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Butler can't get it to go.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Porter gets the bucket.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
The Heat have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. It would have been a sensational alley-oop finish. Tough to nail the timing of that long pass. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Lowry. He's got 5. And the Heat call time here.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum, have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Boucher's checked in for Barnes. Anunoby comes in for Porter Jr. And it's Benton in for Trent. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Dedmon's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Robinson comes in for Martin. Hero, he's checked in for Strus. And Vincent is subbed in for Lowry. Here's Benton. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Miami has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. To the paint. Here's Vincent. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Chua passes to Van Vliet. Van Vliet on the wing. Down low. Boucher passes to Achua. Here's Benton. Counted from distance. And the Raptors lead by 20.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Jacks up a 3, and Hero with the 3. Hero's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And Hero early on in his career finds himself in these big-time moments.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Raptors out in front, leading by 17. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Definitely they need to get out on the three-point shooters and contest. Oh, this is what happens when another team identifies a weakness. It just keeps hammering them.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Ladies and gentlemen.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Toronto has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. We've got Achua, OG Anunoby out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Fred VanVleet, and it's Benton in at the 2. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Well, Brent, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tips, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But, look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your gourd a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee, and that goes for both sides.
And here are the Raptors now, following the bucket by the Heat.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard who takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Pass to Anunoby. Here's Benton. Achua with it. Hounded by Adebayo. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Benton, good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty. Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor?
Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
Birch, he's checked in for Toronto. Trent comes in for Benton. Trent from long range. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Miami is very efficient. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, you want to maximize your offense in all the different ways in your menu without feeling like you're taking turns. I don't think anyone would say that about our team. They're an unselfish group that likes sharing the ball, and they enjoy each other's success. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Anunoby for 3. Hits the trifecta. Anunoby's got 6 here in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Lowry. Oh, rejected by Boucher.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Hero. And again, the Heat missing.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Lowry against VanVleet. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Defensive foul.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
And the Heat making a change here. Dedmon's checked in for Adebayo. Robinson comes in for Martin. Strus, he's checked in for Hero. And Vincent is subbed in for Lowry. And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position, Greg.
Not great length, but strong as any, BA. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
Offensive rebound. Dedmon, no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going. D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm. There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Well, the Heat's shooting just 37% so far in this one. Pass to Vincent.
Raptors foul. Ken Burch. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
First one falls for him. And the Raptors making a change here.
Gabe Vincent.
It's both from the stripe. And here are the Raptors now. Van Vliet outside. Outside Anunoby. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
It's not going to go for him. Van Vliet with some nice D.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Second team foul.
That free throw good from Van Vliet.
Line for your Raptors. Fred Van Vliet.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Butler against Boucher. Oh, rejected by Boucher. Tipped. And so it's the Toronto Raptors ahead by a mile with a 38-point lead at the end of the period. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth quarter. They've got Duncan Robinson. He's out there with Gabe Vincent. And it's Dedmon in at the 5. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Dedmon, no good.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage. Look, of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Vincent following the bucket by the Raptors. Here's Jovic. He's off on the layup.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding. Rising up off the ground.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Outside Robinson. Pass to Jovic from the arc. They grabbed their own miss. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Van Vliet. And now the Raptors on the break. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
The Heat have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's Jovic. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Here's Anunoby, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Pass to Jovic. Here's Haslam. Now Dedmon. They get it back. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Dedmon's got his first points of the game.
Well, if you don't box him out, you're a dead man.
Count it. Good.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by person. Get up to throw down.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's Vincent. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Toronto with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Can't hit that one. And Miami will go the other way with it. Pass to Jovic. Over Barnes. Miami, no good that time either.
2 minutes remaining.
The Raptors have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth. 6 of 7. And the basket by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 20.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
You know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Tries again. The shot by Haslam, no good. And here are the Raptors now. They're on a 14-2 run here. And the basket by Van Vliet. We saw one major rule change in the NBA last year. When a shooter intentionally initiates contact with a defender, it's a no call. You like it?
Yeah, I do like that. I mean, there should be no reason for a shooter to be the one with a defender on him, to be the one putting his body on the line. That's the defender's job. So the rule makes a lot of sense, B.A.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Raptors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And with this victory, they have an edge in the season series at 2-1, with one more game to follow against this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Fred Van Vliet.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Flynn's shot is off. Miami has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here he goes, and he dunks it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Pass to Benton from deep. They get it again. Outside Young. And here's Porter outside. Miami grabs the miss. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A nice shot by Young.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Porter, the pass to Birch, right wing. Here's Benton. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
And please, drive.
Fred, no surprise, a great defensive showing tonight. What is it that makes this team so suffocating at that end of the floor?
Well, I think we're getting pretty good effort from each guy individually. I think we're finding our package defensively as a team, as a coaching staff, and just kind of gelling and putting together individual game plans from the coaches and trying to execute it.
No doubt. Thanks, Fred.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. So long and good night, everyone.